Really all we need right here, really not much. We're gonna go ahead and chop it up, and then from there, we're gonna go ahead and make it into a tea. I went ahead and chopped it up. Now, real quick on cilantro, if your dog tolerates it, I would throw it just like that into their water bowl. If your dog is able to tolerate it, that's great. My dogs love this stuff. They eat it, they'll drink it off of the water. It doesn't matter. If you need to dilute it, we're just gonna go ahead and run it for 10 or 12 minutes and make it into tea. That's what cilantro is looking like. The water is mildly green, but that's fine. We want it diluted like that. Once cooled, we're gonna pour the cilantro tea into ice trays. I know, I love you too. Next on this list is turmeric. Turmeric is a great anti-inflammatory. It's also an antifungal and antibacterial. The best thing about turmeric is it's gonna help with joints, skin, and overall health. This is how we make it happen. We brought the turmeric roots at home. I went ahead and peeled this one. It doesn't have to even be the biggest one. I went ahead and chopped it the long ways. You could chop it any which way you like. There's really no right or wrong. Next up, placing the burner on low. We're pretty much gonna run it for 10 or 15 minutes. After 10 minutes, this is what it's looking like. You can see the change of color, very slight change of color in the water. Once cooled, pour into the ice tray and put into the freezer. Love you too, mamas. Listen, the next one on this list is ginger. And ginger's great. It's a great anti-inflammatory, helps your dog in so many ways. In fact, I would dare to say it's probably the most powerful anti-inflammatory. But here's the kicker. If you have a dog that gets nervous on car rides or even a puppy, this is great anti-emetic. It's gonna help the dog not throw up, right? Ginger, completely natural. Let me show you how we put it together. Next, we're gonna be doing the same thing with ginger. Here's the bulb of ginger we went ahead and broke off. We're gonna go ahead and chop it. If you notice of the pieces of ginger, these three look pretty normal. This one's got a little bit of a brown spot. So we're gonna go ahead and discard it. So we keep the burner on low, and this is what it looks like. And we're gonna come back in another 10 or 12 minutes. And here we are, 12 minutes later. The water is barely cloudy, which is fine. We don't want to overdo it. We don't want to give our dogs upset stomach or anything like that. Once cooled, put in the ice tray and then put into the freezer. This next one actually goes along with ginger. Look at my girl. She doesn't want to be part of the video anymore. So this one goes with ginger. It's called chamomile. You know chamomile. When you were a little kid, your mom or grandma made it for you. Chamomile not only helps with digestion, but it also helps keep your dogs calm. In fact, chamomile has been found to fight cortisol levels. So even if you're stressed out or your dog's stressed out, giving them chamomile is gonna help keeping them from throwing up or being stressed out. Let me show you how we make it. Once again, guys, 10, 12 minutes later, chamomile tea is all ready to go. Once again, guys, once it cools, we go ahead and put it into the ice tray, and from there, we put it in the freezer. If I have a dog that throws up due to car motion, I will infuse ginger and chamomile together in the water, probably the night before we even start heading out. This next one is phenomenal for all dogs, especially the ones that people call picky eaters. None other than chicken broth. Now, chicken broth is real simple to make, even though I know a lot of you are gonna be saying, oh, can I already buy the pre-made broth that you're able to buy at the grocery store? I wouldn't suggest it, because then you gotta be looking at ingredients to make sure it's not including onions, yada, yada, yada. Whereas if you just simply grab a chicken quarter or a chicken thigh, throw it in your pressure cooker for about 15, 20 minutes, you got yourself nothing but pure chicken broth that your dogs are gonna love. Check it out. After cooking in the crock pot for 15 minutes, I get another little pot and I put 2 cups worth of ice. We then move the broth from the crock pot into that pot. We literally get 2 cups worth and we throw them in there. Once cooled, we put into ice tray and we freeze. Now let me simplify it for you. A lot of you are gonna be hitting me, but how do I know which is which? Or how many times do we feed it? What's the frequency? First of all, you can give this every day. Second of all, you could actually rotate them. This way your dog gets full benefits throughout the entire week. You could also set it up prior to an event. Say you're gonna take your dog for a 2-hour ride and you know they throw up or they get anxious or whatnot. Well, the night before you can start mixing and matching them together so you could get the added benefit. Essentially what we're doing is we're pouring the teas into 2 ice trays. We're doing this on purpose with 2 ice trays so I can get enough for each particular tea to last me up to 3 months for one dog. Once we have ice, we're gonna go ahead and pour that into Ziploc bags that we have already pre-written the ingredients on. We keep them separate, but then we keep them all together in one big Ziploc bag. Don't mind him, he's just a clown. All you gotta do is take out an ice cube for each particular ingredient that you wanna serve that day, and you just drop it in the water bowl. It's really that simple. You okay, buddy? Yeah, you're fine. What's cool about this is it gives you immediate support. So if your dog came up limping after a session of exercise, or you're noticing something on the skin, immediately you can start helping fight it through adding these cubes to the water. Guys, one little tip. You could actually make chamomile tea, put it in a spray bottle, and if you see your dog has anything, you can spray right on it. Chamomile is an anti-itch, completely natural. For the protocol, we get 50 of y'all typing health down in the comments below. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the protocol as a pinned top comment. It's been Raul from the Q. I'll be catching you on this next video.